good you're here. I'm so happy you've decided to get serious about taking your dream business to the next level using funding. No more business loans, no more using your emergency funds, no more confusion on where to start, where to get support, and what to do if and when you get stuck. My name is Sloan. Welcome to the Nothing for Granted podcast. I'm a funding expert, a beauty academy owner, and a homeschooling mom of 4. This is the place to be, to learn tips to get your dream business funded. You're going to learn tactful research and grant writing tips so you can use them while applying to grants. Because I too am a busy visionary CEO / mama / a million other hats, I'm sharing with you my top kingdom entrepreneurship tips. You're going to get answers to questions like, how do I infuse God into my business? How do you juggle all of the things without resenting your work? And how do you market yourself as a freelancer or solopreneur so that you can increase your impact? When you're building something that's never been built before, you need someone that's going to be that tough love friend. You need someone that's going to hold you accountable to the vision that is uniquely yours. Everything, hear me on this, everything that you have experienced has led you up to this very moment. And because of that amazing grace, we're not taking anything for granted. Let's jump right into the show. So in a recent poll, I asked you guys on my Instagram to let me know what topic you wanted me to cover in the next episode, and you all responded with what are the resources, the tools that I use to keep me on top of my businesses. And so today I'm spilling all of the things, I'm giving you all of the goodies so that you too can run your businesses with ease, with efficiency, and you can juggle it while raising babies, while in university, while traveling. There are certain things that I look for in the tools that I implement in my business that really match my lifestyle. So keep that in mind as you're listening to today's episode. Some of these things may not be pertinent to you, or some of these things may be like total lifesavers. So let's go ahead and just jump right into it. So the first, and I've got my notebook here. So the first thing that I use to keep me on track of everything in my business is ClickUp. I was previously using Asana, and then I started working with my business coach, and we switched over to ClickUp. I've been working with her. This is my second year, which means I've been working with ClickUp for about, this would be the second year. And I love it, actually. I think it's very easy to use. I use it as a content planner. I use it as a project management system. Again, it's a task management system. So it's similar to Asana. It's similar to like Trello. These are all they fall into the same categories, but ClickUp has been my favorite so far. I would even say that the application on my phone is just super easy to use, super convenient. So to give you guys an idea, if this is your first time here, I am a mom of 4. I have 2 businesses that I run. Sorry, my dog touching my stuff. Okay, so I have 2 businesses that I run. And with those 2 businesses, things can get a little crazy. And so I actually have 2 workspaces is what they're called, that were created for me by Karina, that's my business coach, and her team. So I have one workspace that is specifically for Buffalo Ambition Co., which is my funding business where I help females by providing them access to money and opportunities so that they can grow their visionary businesses. And then I have Buffalo Ambition Beauty Academy. So the Beauty Academy actually does not open until next spring, thanks to permitting. And we can definitely, let me know if you guys want an episode all about that process. I would love to share it with you. but that doesn't open until next spring. And so that is a beauty academy specifically to help Latinos in the Central Florida community expand their revenue opportunities and change their life by learning a new trade. So I have those two businesses, and between the kids and the businesses and everything in between, right, because we also homeschool, it can be a little insane. Again, I like it for on the go, so the application's super easy to use. The platform is easy to use. I have used it with my old virtual assistant, and that was an easy integration as well. So it's easy to use with a team. I'm slowly trying to get my husband to use it as well so that we're on the same page. And it's fine. It's fine. I love it, and if you guys would like to try it out, I do have an affiliate link that you can check out in the description down below. I have podcast sisters who are also using it, and they really enjoy it, so definitely check it out. So that's the first resource that I use is ClickUp. The second thing that I use to keep me on top of my business is headphones. Soundproof headphones, to be exact. I actually use the Beats, I think they're called Beats 3, and I use them in a matte black color. I love them. It is an investment, but I do like them better than the AirPods. AirPods are constantly falling out of my ears versus Beats. I put them on when I'm on my cycle bike. I wear them while I'm lifting weights. I use them in the airport and throughout an entire flight. I love them when I'm working and my kids are acting out. I literally just pop those in and it blocks out sound. Amazing. So for me, that is of course, top 3, like you can see, soundproof headphones really have changed the game for me. I just got them in March, I want to say, right before my trip to Mexico. And I really picked them up because I didn't want to be on this long flight with nothing to listen to, or if I'm, editing on the plane, I didn't really have headphones that were the most comfortable. And once I picked them up, I carry them with me everywhere, guys. Seriously, they go everywhere with me. My husband loved them so much that he picks them up for himself and he uses them at work. He uses them at the gym, and they're awesome. Totally Bluetooth. It brings its charger, and I highly recommend them if you are building a business with chaos, whether that's kids, whether it's dogs. We have 4 dogs, and so when I just need peace and quiet, I pop my headphones on and it's a wrap. I can't hear anything. So definitely recommend those. Again, the links to everything are going to be in the description box. If you are watching this video, then it'll be in the show notes. It'll be in the description box. Check, whatever box you have under you, depending on the platform that you're using. It's on there. Okay, the third platform that I use to keep me organized is Canva. I actually use Canva Pro because I don't have the time to be looking for stock images that are free. I prefer to just pay for it because I do use Canva for both of my businesses. I use Canva even in school. When I'm in university, I use Canva for my slideshows. I use Canva for video. I use Canva for everything. And it's just super convenient. I love that I can go on Etsy and purchase a template and then pop it in and I'm good to go. I love that everything can be on brand. So I have my brand colors on there. Again, I have team members that I've integrated into there, and it's just so easy to use. I know that there are new platforms that have come out, but if you are like me and you're not a graphic designer, Canva is the way to go. I really like that they just implemented a new Reels feature, which I've tried, and I mean, it's beautiful. I just personally really like more organic Reels, and on my page, you guys seem to love them. All of my Reels that had the highest views, the highest likes are literally videos of me walking on the beach, my son playing with his toys. Those are the videos that you guys seem to like, and I like creating them. It's just everyday life, and it's so easy for me to edit. So if you want to put a little more thought into your reels or video creation, Canva is the way to go for just all graphic design purposes. I also use Canva for my website. So my website I actually got off of Etsy, and for that I purchased the template. Once I downloaded the template, all of the customizations with it were actually on Canva. So it really helped that I already knew how to use the platform. It helped that I already had the images that I wanted to use already uploaded. So it was literally a plug and play. And again, check out the link down below for that. The fourth resource that I use on a daily basis is my planner. If you guys follow me on Instagram, and that's at Sloan the Beast, I talk about my planner all the time. It's the Hustle and Flow planner, and for me, it is just the best planner that I have used. Super customizable. Every single area of it is really catered to you, whatever you want it to be. Even the finances portion of it, I don't really go off sales goals. I go off of like debt that I'm paying off, as someone else in the Hustle Flow community had done in the past, and they had mentioned it, and I said, oh my god, I love that idea. So that's really what I use it for. You can use it for content planning. I use it for everything. I use my planner for everything, from my thoughts, quick journaling, ideas. I use it for notes. I use it for just putting down important information that maybe came to me on the fly, and I don't really want to put it in my phone because pen to paper, you typically retain more. So things like that. I really enjoy this planner. It does come with a digital version as well with your purchase, and this is not sponsored at all, but it does come with a digital version. I just don't have the iPad to use it, but I do know other women that do and really enjoy the digital version as well. So a planner is, I feel like, really important when you are creating or building your business, starting or scaling your business. Either way, having a planner is important, whether that's digital or paper. That's totally up to you. I personally prefer a paper planner because, again, you retain more information when you put pen to paper. And I don't know, I like pretty stationery. I like being able to add stickers if that's the mood that I'm in, or write in gel pens. Like, I like that, how do I put it? Just like, I like that feeling. I can't really explain it. I'm an old soul, and I like that feeling. Now, if digital is more your jam, then there are a ton of digital planners out there. Like I said, my personal preference is just the Hustle and Flow planners. That's just what I've been using for the past 2 years, and it's worked awesome for me. Actually, I think this is, for the past 2 years. Okay, so we have ClickUp, we have soundproof headphones, we have Canva, we have a planner. Now let's move on to a miscellaneous item that I believe will change the game for you. Honestly, I love these so freaking much. I actually may or may not have gotten my first one from my niece, and they are erasable highlighters. Let me explain. So I went to visit my niece one day, and she's like, Nana, look at this erasable highlighter. It smells so good. It has a koala on it, and she knows koalas are my favorite animals. And she gave it to me, and I was like, okay, yeah, this is cute. And I started using it. I'm not one for like smells. I don't really like, pens that smells or things like that. But I loved the fact, I'm sorry, the dog's moving around. I loved the fact that I could erase whatever I highlighted. And because I use my planner every single day, there were things that I would have to erase or modify, and I couldn't do that. And then it kind of just messed up like the aesthetic of my planner, which is important to me at least. And I became hooked. So now I use erasable highlighters to color categorize my life. So for example, purple is my personal things. So things like doctor's appointments, things like church, sports, things like that. Everything that is just personal to my life. And then I have a specific color for the Academy. I have a specific color for Buffalo Mission Co. I have a specific color for payments. So I have my life color coordinated, and it makes it so easy for me to open up my planner. And for example, today, Tuesday, was full of purple because today I'm really just focusing on my personal life, my family. It's been a really rough week for us. And so I really just wanted to make sure that I can be a present wife, a present mom. I can just be present with my family as we navigate the next couple weeks that have just been really, really hard for us. So my erasable highlighters, love them. Super affordable too. I think they're like $5. And again, linked down below. So let's move on to, I like to call her Trash Talk Tina. And my friend Sienna put me on when I went to Mexico. This tripod, this is everything. Let me explain, okay? Let me explain. It is compact. It is durable. I took this tripod to the mountains. I took it to Tennessee. I took it to, I mean, it's been everywhere with me pretty much at this point. When I go out with my kids, it comes with me. Why? Because I now understand that content creation is just documentation. It really is and has been one of the major shifts that I've made when it comes to content creation is just understanding that I don't have to sit here and spend 3 hours trying to figure out what I'm going to post. My entire life doesn't have to be curated. My life is the story. My life is the content because my business is being built off of the same values that I hold and uphold in my personal life. So there really is not this major distinction, and that's why I've been able to push out content throughout the last couple of months the way that I have. I pretty much just document my life and then put it up and align it with whatever it is that's going on. And it's seamless because my business, like I said, is literally infused in everything that I do, from homeschooling to motherhood to travel to my faith. Like everything is intertwined. So this tripod is amazing because I don't have to worry about putting it on, let's say, a rock. I don't have to worry about really, putting my phone on places that you really shouldn't. And I've definitely been guilty of that in the past. So I love having this tripod around. Some of you may say, well, I'm uncomfortable, creating or recording myself in public. I don't know what to tell you. Like, let me be honest with you. Like I said, content creation is merely documentation. And I heard this from my business coach had said it to me. I heard it from Gary Vee. I've heard it from so many other major creators that just say, honestly, content is just documentation. And so when you have a tool that can help you document easier, that's a no-brainer purchase, right? But also getting comfortable with documenting your life. I can't tell you how many times in the past couple of weeks, especially, I'm like, wow, I'm so happy that I documented that even though that was uncomfortable. I'm so happy that I caught this because this moment, now really means something special to me. You really don't know. You really don't know what content you're going to need. You really don't know what's going to hit. And I could tell you that in the past couple of months, it's been the content that I thought I wouldn't use. That's actually the content that I use. And here's a pro tip for you. So I actually record pretty much everything. I don't necessarily take pictures. I just record everything and then screenshot, let's say, a pose that looks good. I screenshot just like a moment that I caught. And it's really those in between moments. And if you're posing, sometimes you tend to miss them. And I know that this is like a long rant, but this is a conversation that I actually had with one of my friends recently. And so I really just wanted to elaborate and try and help you out as best as I can, because we're all content creators. And I know that it can be frustrating to have to come up with different topics and etc. So hopefully that helps. If you have any questions about that, just send me a DM on Instagram. Okay, my last resource, and probably one of the more important ones, is a journal. So I love journaling. I've always had journals, and for me, it's just a space to decompress. It's a space to say the things that maybe I don't want to say out loud, work through things that maybe I need to work on internally by myself. And it's a space for reflection. It's a space for prayer. My journals really are super intimate to me. And so I highly recommend that you have a business journal. I have a travel journal. I have a prayer journal. I have multiple business journals. This is actually my academy journal that has kind of turned into a catch-all, which is fine. I use it for ideas. I use it for creation. I use it for motivation. I use it for clarity. When I'm lost and kind of just I feel stuck, I go back and I look at how far have I come? What were my goals 3 months ago? What were my goals last year? What about when I first started? When I'm stuck and I am not getting the responses that I need for market research, or, whatever the case is, I really go back and pretty much talk to myself. I listen to what I had to say then and see the growth from there. And honestly, again, there's nothing like pen to paper. There's nothing like taking 20 minutes of your day to just write, to just let it all out, to decompress, to put out whatever you need to put out. Because this creation of your vision, it is exhausting. It takes so much out of you, and you're putting so much out into the world that it's important for you to be able to reciprocate that and rejuvenate yourself. So hopefully, you have some sort of journal. I really prefer a paper journal, but if you think that a digital, journal would be better for you, you could definitely do that as well. I would recommend something easy like Google Docs, or you can go a little fancier, and I can link some ideas down below. So I just want to really quickly run you through everything that I use to keep me on top of my business. Some of you may say, well, that's it, there's no way. I like to keep things super simple. I used to have like a laundry list of things that I felt I needed for my business. And the more I do this entrepreneurship thing, the more I realize that less is more. Learn how to optimize the platforms that you're already using. Learn how to maximize the money that you invest every single month. It makes no sense for you to pay a subscription if you're not really using as many of the different points that you can, entry points that you can, all of the different tools that they offer you. So I really recommend that you take the time to learn the tools that you're using. I'm going to go through the ones that I use and really help me stay on top of my business as I navigate motherhood, homeschooling, wife life, and everything else in between. So number 1, it's my task manager, ClickUp. Number 2, it's my Beats 3 soundproof headphones. Number 3 is Canva. Number 4, it is my Hustle and Flow daily planner. Number 5 is my erasable highlighters. Number 6 is my tripod. And number 7 is my business journal. I want to just emphasize that this will change every couple of months. What I'm using and what I've stated is really what has gotten me through for the past 6 months of this year, 4 months with my soundproof headphones. So for the last quarter of this year, I have literally been using these things right here, and they have helped me as we've been through so many life changes. We've had, unfortunately, a passing in the family. We've had emergency trips that we've had to take. And these tools are the tools that keep me grounded. And if at any point in time you're looking at any of them, if you get stuck, if you have any questions or additional recommendations that you would like me to give you, please just send me a DM. I promise I don't bite. Thank you so much for being here. I will catch you in next week's episode, and please be sure to leave a rating and review if you love this episode as we get closer to 100,000 downloads. Visionary, you have a blessed rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next one.